Now, my name is Marion Oakley, and I live in Strathewen in the fire area. And in those early days, thinking about the letterboxes and bringing some colour back and trying to brighten it back up again. And I sort of was directed to Irene at Nillumbik Council, and she was aware of the grant from Arts Victoria. And so we were lucky enough to receive $2,500, and that started us off with 30 letterboxes. Like one lady said to me, her letterbox has gone up now outside a house where her brother perished in. She said, I think maybe the time's right now to come back. And she said, with that letterbox there, she said, I'm going to come back. And so now people have actually been writing little letters to each other, and they put them in the letterbox. And one of our ladies in Strathewen, she's been taking photos of all the beautiful orchids that are just popping up throughout the bush, and she's made all these beautiful cards, and she's posted them in the new letterboxes, wishing people that their letterbox brings them lots of good news. So I love that. So the project started on my veranda, and we have our Strathewen text messages on the phone. So I put a text out, anybody interested in coming to my house to make a letterbox. And so for the first 10 months, it was really our own project. It was only ever the Strathewen women, and we were very connected, and we wanted to. And then I think after 10 months, because the project was so established and people had heard what we were doing here, they were interested, and so it grew from there. And that in the end we actually had 50 people outside the community, and and the end result was the 60 of these, all beautifully mosaicked. And at the launch we hung the red heart around the letterbox, like this, and they were all presented to a resident at Strathewen, and the people that made them also were full of joy of being able to give such love to the people that they'd made it for. Now, without that original grant from Regional Arts Victoria, the project would not have got where it did. At the beginning, if they had to arrive with a list of equipment, they wouldn't have come, because there's no way that they would have been able to get their heads around a list, and you've got to go and get this and glue and tiles. Wouldn't have happened. And by receiving the first grant, it almost gives you the tick that this is a good project, this is going to work, and then you can run with it. And it gives you confidence and courage to step forward and keep going. Well, I sort of say it's finished, but, well, in actual fact, I just went to the market and I picked up 6 more, because people have been saying to me, oh, has Ollie got one, and has Brenda got one? And so I've got a few that I'm going to hide away, and I can just do them at my leisure, and and slowly do a few more.